them mean, them cool, them chonky, them oh so cute. Tonight we take some time to fawn over the true lords of the seven seas. Here are the 3 coolest seals in existence on Deep Fat Fried.
Deep Fat Fried!
As long as the singer seal is not on the list, I'm okay.
Well-known fact that I just learned from Paul a minute ago. That's not really a fact. The seals of the oceans, TJ. The dragons of the sea.
Yeah,
dragons of the sea. Huh?
The dragons of the sea. Not really a fact about them, but a fact in my mind.
They are known as the dragons of the sea by me.
It does say Drago art down here at the bottom. So
Yeah, close enough.
Pretty close.
So all 3 of the seals that I'm covering today are called earless seals, also known as true seals, crawling seals, or if you're a sciencey person, phocids. Earless seals. Yeah, they're phocids, dude. Earless seals are one of the 3 major groups in the seal family. They're called earless seals because unlike sea lions and fur seals, they do not have pinnae, which are the protruding segments of your ears. They just got this. They got this little hole where their ear is, but that doesn't mean they can't hear well. In fact, their hearing skills are often rather strong, depending on the situation. Insides of their ears often resemble yours too. I mean, like they're not that much different from human ears.
They ain't like me at all.
I ain't like this nasty son of a bitch.
I was created in like a day by God or something, so they ain't like me at all.
Look at that little weird ear hole.
I ain't no creature.
Get a proper ear, you fucking thing.
I ain't no animal.
Got a little ear hole. I mean, what's your problem with his ear hole?
Because you said I was like him.
Needs to get some excess tissue fucking hanging out the end.
I think we got a little video next if we want to take a look at that. Yeah.
Let's see.
This is an elephant seal here crawling on the beach.
To be that fat.
Oh, I'm sorry. Pause it, TJ. This is just some footage I took from our last Pismo trip when TJ came out of the ocean.
This is me, Paul, getting out of the ocean here. You see me there in the side.
Yeah, you've already made it. I'm exhausted. That was a lot of work.
I've already went in the ocean and now I'm laying down.
So
Paul getting out of the water.
I've got this video so that we could take a look at why true seals are also called crawling seals. And it's because they can't rotate their pelvis like we can, which gives them no way to like scooch on their little hindquarters. So they have to do this kind of like flopping worm kind of thing because they can't rotate like now eared seals can. It's like sea lions. Sea lions are eared seals, and when you see them, they walk around on all fours and shit. But these,
they're just like,
these 4.
So their movement,
guys like,
so their movement on land and their ears.
They got to do the worm.
Part of the way how they classify them is what you're saying.
Yeah. So if you ever see a seal that's up on all fours, you're dealing with an eared seal, most likely a sea lion or a sea leopard.
Sea leopard.
And if you see a seal humping the ground like this, you're dealing with an earless seal or a true seal. You can actually call them a seal. So hooded seals. Let's talk about hooded seals.
All right.
By the way, true seals do not communicate by barking. Instead, they slap the water and grunt. And we'll hear a little bit of some true seal communications later.
I love grunting and slapping. It's 2 of my favorite activities right there.
So hooded seals, pictured here, are found around deep waters of the far North Atlantic Ocean. Migratory patterns are not yet well documented, and that's probably a good sign for these seals that we don't know really where they go, because then they can't be exploited.
Good for them.
Yeah, that's true.
They've avoided us.
Yep.
Smart.
However, the Northwest Atlantic populations appear to molt off the east coast of Greenland in the Denmark Strait, then travel north. They're also seen along the coast of western Greenland. The Northwest Atlantic populations are thought to winter in waters off Newfoundland. Hooded seals are not social creatures. They migrate and remain alone for most of the year, except when it's time to get together to do the old pokey hokey. You know what I mean? Do the old seal slapper. You know what I mean?
Now, how they even do it? They're all so fucking fat.
I mean, you saw how they were fucking moving right there. Just imagine getting on top of one and doing that.
Damn, that's it. Like you gotta, if you miss though, I mean, like you got a seal dick. I mean, I'm sorry, it just feels like that might be a painful experience. I guess if they're all blubbery, maybe not.
Yeah, maybe it softens the blow because they're all flubbery and soft.
They're soft and blubber.
I don't know.
So
sucks they're not social because they're pretty cute.
Well, the hooded seal has something special about it, but we'll see that in a minute. All
right.
They're more aggressive and territorial than other seal species. So if you see one of these, cute as you may think they are, you may want to stay back because
don't go ahead. It doesn't want head pats.
No, they don't like people.
They don't like seals either.
They don't like anybody. They don't like each other. So hooded seals have a black face and a blue-gray coat with irregularly shaped light or dark blotches. Male hooded seals are about 8.5 feet long. They weigh about 423 to 776 pounds. It's a lot of variance. So there's a lot of variance in the size of the males.
I guess it depends, like, how good they are at fucking finding food, maybe.
Probably, yeah. While females clock in at about 6.5 feet long and can range between 320 and 660 pounds. So some pretty big animals here, no matter how you slice them. Even if you're getting a small one, it's still about the size of a human being.
Yeah.
While that sounds huge, it's actually a pretty modest size compared to some of the seals that we'll cover later. Hooded seals are known to dive repeatedly to over 1,000 meters and remain under for more than 50 minutes. They do this to hunt for their prey. Their diet varies regionally and includes Greenland halibut, redfish, cod, wolffish, capelin, and herring. They eat octopus, squid, shrimp, and mussels. Known predators of hooded seals are polar bears, Greenland sharks, and orcas, of course, the forever enemy of every seal, the orca. So
pretty fucking brutal, them orcas, too.
Oh, yeah. Orcas don't fuck around.
Yeah.
I'm
glad that's not something we as humans have to worry about too much.
Yeah, can you imagine, dude, if there were orcas coming around and you had to, you go into work or just going to go...
Shit, right!
Orcas! Fucking orcas are coming. Shh.
The meanest porpoises around, dude.
Yeah.
They really are.
So pups, like the one pictured here, are born between March and April with a well-developed blubber layer. So they come
basically
out...
looks like fucking Kirby or something.
Yeah, he's
basically like a
fucking cute.
It's like a goddamn Pokemon.
I know, dude.
Slap this motherfucker on a trading card and exploit it.
Yeah. I mean, these are just adorably
Are these the ones
cute.
that got clubbed, dude? Are these the ones that clubbing? Because I know it's like
all seals have been, subject to that, unfortunately, because their fur is, really water resistant and it's high value shit.
I just know that in this part of the world, like I know in Canada and stuff, like they would go have these seal clubbing things.
Oh
so.
yeah, these have definitely been clubbed by some Canadian fucking assholes.
Ugh, Canadians, disgusting,
vile.
Hooded seal pups are called bluebacks because of the blue-gray fur on their backs. This beautiful pelt, unfortunately, as we mentioned, makes them a popular target for hunting. However, there are efforts to make them a protected species. I love that there are efforts. Why not just do it?
We're trying.
We're trying to
real hard.
My hands are tied.
Seal fur,
Man, one of these days we're going to pass a law, but...
So compare this shit to humans. Pups are weaned off their mother's milk only 3 to 5 days after birth. It's the shortest weaning period of any mammal. So they're just ready to go, pretty much.
And it's like, yeah. All right, that's enough milk for you.
Yep.
Get the fuck in the oceon.
5 days after they come out, it's just like, you're on your own, kid. Get out there. Get out there and be the best seal.
Get some fish. You're a seal. You son of a bitch.
So by the time they wean, they're about 105 pounds. So that's pretty big. And on average, double their birth mass in just that 5-day nursing period. So they put on the blubber real quick.
Apparently, Jesus Christ.
And this is you can see the umbilical cord thing still attached. So this is a relatively new baby seal here.
Yeah, it's almost the fucking goddamn half the size of its mom. Look at that.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I get fat quick, dude.
Seals don't fuck around.
No. Pups will molt that blue-gray coat when they're about a year and change old, 14 months or so, and then they gain this characteristic leopard spotting pattern that you see on the mom here. Female hooded seals mature between 3 and 6 years, males at 5 to 7 years, and the amount of interchange between different breeding populations of this highly migratory species is unclear, although a sighting of a harp seal hooded seal hybrid pup has been reported. So apparently they will fuck other seals and can make offspring.
Yeah, they just like every once in a while. I mean, they don't like other seals typically, but they get horny. It's like, oh, I'll fuck any port in a storm.
They don't like their own kind. So, you know what I mean?
Like, are you a hooded seal? No? Yeah, whatever. Close enough.
I'm going to flop on you for a minute here.
Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I'm swimming away.
So let's find out why they're called hooded seals. Here you go. This is where they get their name, hooded seal, from. As I said, they're very aggressive compared to other seal species, and adult males demonstrate their aggression by inflating their hood, which is this balloon-like ball on their face.
It's not a hood. This is whoever fucking named these things needs to fucking look up what hood means. Yeah. That ain't no fucking hood.
The hood
would be like if there was like a little...
That's like, in their society, you got to check another dude's bulge, basically. It's like, look at my bulge in my head.
Yeah, you got to fucking... shit. You get in a fight with another male or something, you got to be like...
Yeah, you got to blow up your bladder.
It's like, oh, shit, I don't know if I want to mess with that guy.
Pretty big fucking bulge
That's
right there.
That's a big old hood right there.
Fuck.
So the hood, you got to remember, this could be a 600-pound seal here. So the hood is like twice the size of a football. It's a big-ass fucking... blows this big fucking thing out.
It fucking disturbs me. I feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, it is. It is a little. I think it's supposed to. You know what I mean? Yeah. I think it's supposed to be like, fucking get away from. I'm crazy.
And this is like
fucking thing I make.
I mean, there's like some bite marks or some shit on this seal, so it's been.
Yeah, it's bleeding a little bit.
Oh yeah, these guys are fighting probably for breeding rights.
Like I'm gonna fuck. No, I'm gonna fuck.
So the hood is an enlargement of their nasal cavity, which develops at about 4 years of age. When deflated, it hangs in front of the upper lip. Males also have an inflatable nasal membrane that expands like a red balloon from one nostril that pings when shaken. So they actually, it like makes like a, you know how like a balloon makes that when you hit it? They do that. It like they shake it around and it goes.
That's like a noise. And so it's like, listen to what I'm doing. Yeah.
Yep. So hooded seals are, let's see, hold on. This is done by shutting one nostril valve and inflating a membrane, which then protrudes from the other nostril. So they just kind of like bear down and snort one of these out of their nose and.
Ugh, I don't like it.
What the fuck, dude?
Seals are fucking weird, man.
Seals are weird.
Hooded seals are also known as bladder-nosed seals. I think that's a better name given what's going on here.
It makes more sense.
Due to their unique ability. No other seal does anything like this, so this is a unique evolutionary trait to the hooded seal. The hood and membrane are used for aggression display, obviously, when threatened, to attract the attention of females. So oftentimes these things have a dual purpose, like horns or aggressive displays, and also used to attract females. This is the same thing. The girls can't get enough of this giant inflated sack of shit that comes out of your nose. The bigger, the better, man.
Baby, ready to see this nose? Let me close my nostril. Oh, yeah, look at this. It's like, oh, my God.
Look at my giant, horrible
look at that.
nose bladder,
oh,
bitch.
My God.
She's like, yeah.
Finally.
I'm so too dead right now.
So they get together every year. It's really the only time they socialize with one another. The males fight a lot. The women fuck a lot. And then they go about their migratory ways, and they're kind of solitary for the rest of the year. So,
yeah.
Pretty interesting little guys. A little disturbing. I don't know what to say about that, but what are you going to do? They're cute.
I mean, look, that's how they are.
Hey,
they're cute,
sometimes
but they're
you get
kind of disgusting.
Inflated, disgusting mucus membrane in your nostril and use
hood.
it to display your prominence or whatever the fuck's going on.
It's like a dog red rocketing, you know what I mean? Like if you had one of these as a pet.
Gross.
If you had one of these as a pet,
you're like, oh, hey, Sparky, and oh, Jesus, get the fucking...
Yeah, you need to calm down now.
Away, man. Put that away.
Get out of here.
We don't need that nasal bulb.
You go hump a pillow or something.
Yeah, get out. Go on.
I'm going to pop that thing.
I'll pet you later. I don't want this. Pop.
Oh,
Yeah.
God. I don't want to pop
needle.
it. Oh, I don't want to pop it. Oh.
That's gross.
All right, so let's talk about the bearded seal. Look at this fucking
yeah.
chungus.
Oh, my God.
Dude, just chilling.
This guy's like, hey, guys, what's up? Hey, it's me, the bearded seal. Also known as the Paul's Ego seal. This is the hugest seal that inhabits the Arctic, as opposed to the Antarctic, which we'll get later. They get about 8 feet long, and they weigh between 575 and 800 pounds. Males and females are difficult to distinguish, though in the springtime, females tend to be slightly larger than the males. A little different there. Largest bearded seal recorded was a female that weighed around 950 pounds. Ooh. Pretty crazy, about half a ton.
She was thick.
Yeah, that was a thick bitch.
She was thick with 3 C's, you know what I'm saying?
Yep. They tend to get about their maximum size at about 9 to 10 years old. Bearded seals are characterized, obviously, by the first thing that you notice, their large bodies, which have a fairly rectangular shape, and their heads that look really tiny compared to the rest of their anatomy.
Little tiny head. Look at it, just right.
I mean, I don't really feel like the head is tiny so much as the body is just huge.
Know, it is a little tiny ass head. Just take.
I mean, in comparison with the body, it's a tiny little head. You know?
It's a tiny little button head, TJ. There you go.
So
they look like pugs, kind of.
Yeah,
very brachycephalic looking.
Their frontal fins have a square shape with strong claws. The middle finger is the longest, so they can flip you the bird. Bearded seals, adults have dark gray or brown fur, often with reddish brown faces and pectoral flippers. In some cases, there are also spots located on their backs or a series of dots or moles of dark tones on their flanks.
I have an issue. I gotta pick a fight with whoever's naming these seals.
Why?
Because the first seal was called the hooded seal and didn't have no hood, had some weird nasal bullshit. This one's called the bearded seal. I'm looking at it. I ain't seeing no fucking beard.
Why don't you go ahead and hop to the next picture then, TJ? There.
Oh, shit, TJ.
Little closer
I would
detail.
Say that is more like a mustache.
Well, it is, of course. But, you know,
this should be the Wilfred Brimley mustachioed seal.
So it's definitely one of their more distinctive aspects, maybe only eclipsed by how big and fat they are.
You know what? This motherfucker, he looks regal.
This motherfucker is basically a leader of a country in like the 19th century. Like he could be a Kaiser right here, dude.
He could be. Who knows? Maybe he's the seal Kaiser. We'll never know.
He probably is.
So they got these whiskers. These whiskers, they tend to curl up when they dry. So when they're sitting out and sunning themselves, their whiskers
look at the
get
cute
this
little curls,
and they become even more floopy.
I love it.
And of course, it's why they're called bearded seals. An adept diver, the bearded seals feed mainly on clams and other animals who nestle in the sediment, and you can imagine that these whiskers are useful for that. They use their whiskers to track prey hidden at the bottom of the soft marine sediment, which they then catch by making a combination of expulsion and water suction. So they'll just like suck in the sand, blow it out, suck in the sand, blow it out. Yeah.
Love it.
They're what's called benthic feeders, meaning they forage near the sea floor for a variety of bottom-dwelling invertebrates like crab, shrimp, clams, cod, and octopus. They typically dive to depths of less than 100 meters for food, so nowhere near as deep as those hooded seals can go.
Yeah, they ain't fucking with that hooded seal shit. They're just like, I ain't diving that deep.
And
kidding me?
And this is kind of cute. They sleep vertically in the oceans with their little heads just above the surface with their little mustaches. But they're just like hanging straight down.
Yeah.
That's
big old fat bodies just like hanging down there.
Yeah, just like snoring with their little mustaches.
And listen up the ocean, TJ.
Love it.
So one of the more interesting things about them, and even more interesting than their cute little beards to me, is their weird call. Now, you have to listen. You might want to boost this one, TJ. You have to listen really closely because this dude blows bubbles while he's doing it. But if you listen closely, you'll hear this kind of whistling, thrumming kind of sound. So see if you can hear it.
All right.
sounds like a cartoon Wile E. Coyote Acme bomb falling.
Yeah, it's like. Except for there's no.
Yeah, there's no.
The video here says courtship sound of bearded seals.
All right, this is my favorite one. The hooded seal can go fuck itself with its weird, disgusting membrane.
You're just intimidated, dude. The hooded seal was too alpha for you, dude.
I was like, I don't like that. I don't like what you doing there.
How about the bearded seal? Oh, how sweet.
A bearded seal. He's fat. You got a cool mustache. Fucking makes a UFO sound.
Yep. So, male bearded seal calls are a loud, long, downsweeping trill. Sounds similar to cartoon sound effects associated with UFOs or bombs, in my opinion. It's beautiful and eerie at the same time, almost too high pitched for us to hear. Sound,
it's right on the fucking edge of that fucking hearing range. You can tell.
Yep. The sound is used to attract females, or maybe used by the males to proclaim their territory or their readiness for breeding. Males occupy the same areas for 1 year, from 1 year to the next. So bearded seals are very vocal and capable of creating these trill sounds that can be heard up to 12 miles away for as long as 3 minutes. So it's the sound travels really far underwater, obviously.
He's put all those other male seals on notice, like, what's that sound? Oh, shit. All right.
Did you hear that?
Go over there.
Sounds like a bomb falling. Dude, I'm not going over there. Males are also aggressive towards other males, obviously, during breeding, with both bubble blowing displays like we saw here and direct physical contact. So,
you know, ain't afraid to get his fucking flippers dirty.
No, they'll try and like ward each other off with the bubble blowing shit that we just saw here. But if somebody doesn't back down, they're coming in with both little paws flipping.
Yeah. If I blow my bubbles and you still into my territory.
I think they just need to have a beard off, dude. They just go, we'll show their beards. And it's like, the female seals go look at them. All right, this one.
Yep.
No need for violence.
So female bearded seals reach sexual maturity at around 4 to 6 years. Males about 6 to 7. They breed in late May or early June, immediately after the previous pup has been weaned from the mother. Females can only give birth to 1 pup each year. After 11 months of pregnancy, pups enter the water quickly, hours after birth, which is probably a response to the mass predation of polar bears. Pups are born on pack ice or seasonal ice floes with a soft gray-brown insulating coat called lanugo that is shred once the pup can build its own fat reserves. Interestingly enough, babies are born with the same stuff. Oftentimes babies are born with this like really fine hair all over their bodies. It's called lanugo as well. So large pups may be able to swim within hours of birth, but most pups are not weaned from the mother's nutrient-rich milk until 24 days. So on the titty way longer than the hooded seal too.
Yeah, you can just tell these seals are not. They rely more on that big ass size. You know, they're not as tough pound for pound as the fucking the hooded seal.
Yep. During that time, they're taught by their mother to dive and forage. So besides mother and pup pairs, bearded seals are solitary animals that spend their day basking on the sea ice. Just before pups are weaned, a new mating cycle takes place. Females ovulate at the end of their lactation period, but remain close to their pups, ready to defend them if necessary. And, as is true in the animal kingdom, oftentimes they have to from the males when they get all aggressive and aggro and shit.
Yeah, man.
Because, when they're fucking, they still got a baby that's not quite, ready to leave its mom. That's the bearded seal. TJ's favorite so far.
Yeah, I like it better than the hooded seal.
But you may have wished you reserved that vote for the final entrant into this.
Well, I reserve the right to fucking change my vote at any time.
Well, you're not a woman. You don't have a prerogative to change your vote anytime you want.
I do.
You know what this is here, TJ?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the elephant seal, and it's the behemoth.
The king of the seal, TJ.
And as you can tell by this male and the scars all over him, also a brute. So the biggest seal and maybe the most violent. Southern elephant seals live in sub-Antarctic and Antarctic waters, which experience brutally cold conditions, but are rich in fish, squid, and other marine foods that these seals enjoy. Southern elephant seals breed on land but spend their winters in the icy Antarctic waters near the Antarctic pack ice. Southern elephants are the largest of all seals. Males can be over 20 feet long and weigh 8,800 pounds.
Jesus. What? 8,800 fucking
they
pounds.
dwarf the other seals.
And change. 4 times.
That's almost as much as me. It's crazy.
That's 6 times larger than polar bears and twice the size of the next largest seal, which is the northern elephant seal. This species may also exhibit the greatest sexual dimorphism of any mammal in terms of mass ratio. Males are typically 5 to 6 times heavier than females. But these giant pinnipeds are not called elephant seals because of their size. They owe their name to their trunk-like inflatable snout, which are used by males to produce very loud roars, especially during the breeding season.
Yeah, I've seen some fights between these motherfuckers on like National Geographic and shit.
They're brutal, bro.
Shit gets fucking crazy.
I've seen videos of like these things like just going at it, dude. It's like they're so fucking brutal. Like, and the females are just like getting out of the way. Like they'll sometimes kill like pups and females just like fighting.
Yeah, just like as casualties of their battles, they'll like crush their women, crush the pups. Fighting the other male and shit. They'd be rolling and fucking smashing other seals in the process, just like casualties of the war.
They're insane.
These are the Conan of seals, dude. For sure.
Crush your enemies. See them driven before you. Hear the lamentation of their women.
So
here we go. There you go, right there.
Here's a couple of them going at it, both bloodied, as you can see from their repeated strikes. We've got some video of this in a second here. Southern elephant seals can move along the ground at 3 miles an hour on land, which is surprisingly fast for such a big animal.
Yeah, I mean,
I wouldn't want to be flopped after by a giant one of these fucks.
I can see it. I bet you there's been people in history that have been like, I'm going to go over by that fat thing and fucking, hey, what's going on over there? And then it starts moving at you. And it's like, oh shit, it's way faster than I thought. I got to go.
Yeah.
Run. Motherfucker goes 3 miles an hour. That's pretty fucking fast. A big fat fucking 8,800 pound motherfucker.
Swimming, they can double that to 6 miles an hour. You probably easily outrun them, which might be a smart idea during mating season.
Yeah, definitely ought not get too close.
No. Male southern elephant seals, called bulls, fight for dominance over female harems and must continuously battle to maintain their rank. Elephant seals are among the seals that can stay on land for the longest periods of time, as they can stay dry for several consecutive weeks each year. Bulls may have to stay on land to defend their territories for months at a time, not even leaving to hunt. Harems defended by the most powerful males may reach sizes of up to 120 to 150 females, dude. The true alpha chads have got like 150 chicks.
Yeah, and they got to fight for them on the regular.
Yeah.
So you got to imagine
challengers show up like, I want them 150 females, and then it's like you got to do this. All right, battling again.
They really are the Conan of freaking seals. Because like, imagine like if as like humans we had to do this. Like, okay, I got to fight continuously. I can't eat, can't do anything. I just fight and reproduce.
All I do is fight and fuck for these fucking months.
So you know the babies they have to be like the dodeca badass babies too.
You
like
would
they
imagine.
have to be.
So they have sole mating rights to their harem, obviously. Battling elephant males use their weight and teeth against each other. Interestingly enough, as brutal as this looks, and you'll see in a second, fatalities are pretty rare, but the fights often leave the bulls bloody and fucked up. And
yeah, because I mean, look at them. Jesus.
Most of the bigger males are just covered in scars from the repeated gashes and fights that they've had. So here is some vicious elephant seals battling one another. And you get to hear their trademark roar, too.
What? What'd you say?
All these penguins are just
what'd you
chilling.
say?
Like, what's going on here?
Penguins like,
what'd you say, bitch?
He's like, you coming up on my beach?
know what I said, bitch?
This is my beach, bitch. And this other guy's like,
find some new
bitch,
beach.
Nah, I'm taking this beach. You look like a punk bitch to me. Oh, I look like a
shit.
punk bitch?
Oh, it's a
How about you punk bitch? Ah, bitch.
Shit.
Oh, fuck. They're flopping each other.
Oh, sorry. The one coming out of the water looks like it could be a little bit bigger.
Yeah, he's fucking landed, but oh man, dude, the land guy. Oh man, he wrangled him.
But land guy's got a better. He's got a better position though.
Oh man, he's been in more fights. You can tell.
Yep. He's got better balance.
He's got that position, and he's higher up. He's got the high ground.
He's got the high ground.
I have the high ground.
He's baiting out some stuff here, trying to bait another bite so he can counter bite.
Fuck you, bitch!
How big's your mouth? How big's my mouth? Oh, he's pushing it back into the sea.
Get back in the ocean.
Back in the ocean. Go where you belong.
Get your ass. Find another harem, punk. Today ain't your day.
Bitch ass, motherfucker! Get your ass back in the ocean, bitch! You swim on!
Oh, slammed.
Swim!
Nah, the other one ain't going. Oh man, he's not able. Nope,
dude,
you can't push him back.
Ocean guy's having second thoughts now, man.
Yeah, he's like, wait a minute.
I don't know.
Land guy is not responding to these belly bumps.
Oh, land guy, what a good feint there. He goes, boom, puts his head in the fucking
land guy,
sand.
you're putting your ass to the ocean now? Did he win?
Oh shit! He's like, let's go in the water. Let's fight there.
Oh shit!
No, land guy's like, no. Too much.
Guy gave up.
He's like, all right, you can take it.
What happened, dude?
One of those chest bumps.
I gotta go.
Dude, go back, TJ. Let's look at that last chest bump and that fucking because what we thought was a feint might have been him just crumpling from the pain.
Yep.
You know what? I just
because
you know what? He's still standing.
I've thought about this.
I gave this guy my best, and he's still standing tall. I gotta get out of here.
All right, look, you can fuck my bitches. All right, man.
And I'm done. Fuck this.
Wow.
These bitches them hoes ain't worth it.
Well, we thought the guy that was battling for his territory, you know what? I think you were right.
Maybe this guy already fucked. He's already like, you know what? I've already fucking spread my genetic material around this fucking shit. I gotta go.
I mean, it probably happens a lot. Let's be honest, dude. If you just, they've been fucking for like months. He's like, man, I haven't eaten in like 2 months. All right, you just go ahead, man.
Go ahead. You do it. I'll just fucking catch you next year, whatever.
So to kind of wrap this up, these guys are big and cumbersome on the land, but they're superb swimmers, superb divers. They've been recorded diving up to 2 kilometers deep, and they can hold their breath up to 2 hours. So definitely the champs there too. Historically, southern elephant seals were hunted to very low numbers because of the value and volume of their blubber, which was rendered into oil. Commercial hunting ceased in 1964 because numbers were too low to be worth the long trip to the Southern Ocean. And since that time, populations have rebounded pretty nicely. They're not on any lists anymore. They're bounding back, coming back in big numbers like they're supposed to be. So that's good. Their muscles are also used to store oxygen in them, I guess. Molecules of oxygen carrying myoglobin are present in the muscles and color them black. So they have black muscles, which is kind of interesting. These adaptations mean that southern elephant seals can take a breath and make the oxygen last for up to 2 hours. So pretty badass animals, pretty crazy. You still sticking to your favorite is the bearded seal?
Yeah, I think the bearded seal marries, I think it's just the cutest one.
You know what, TJ?
Elephant seals are pretty hardcore. And I gotta say, hooded seals are pretty hardcore.
You know what happened to your little bearded seal, TJ? Little bearded seal would show up, elephant seal would just go.
Well, I agree. The elephant seal would definitely fuck up a fucking bearded seal pretty quickly and easily.
Just like you to pick a loser, TJ. Just like you. I mean, look, you're free to pick. You're free to pick any loser you want, TJ.
They're adorable. They got those fucking little whiskers and stuff with the curly cues on the end. You know,
yeah,
they seem sweet. They seem like they'd be the most likely I could go up there and just be like, "Hey, little seal, how you doing, buddy?"
Now, you
Give
like
it a head pat.
You like the hooded seal the best, I think.
Maybe
dude,
my
I like
friend.
The hooded seal. That's my favorite, dude. I like the creepy fuck, dude. I like the guy that makes the party uncomfortable. You know what I mean?
Hey, guys, what you do? Not really. Oh, look, there it is. Oh, all right.
All right. Well, that's gross. Thanks for ruining the party.
That's seals. Thanks for watching.
Hi, everyone. It's your old pal Mickey here with a direct order. I mean, an option that you are strongly encouraged to take advantage of. You will click the link below. You will subscribe to the Pessimist Productions Patreon. I mean, if you wanna, wink wink, there's more content there than, well, you could swing a dead toddler at. Exclusive shows, exclusive streams, hours of exclusive content. Why aren't you clicking? Why aren't you subscribing to the Pessimist Productions Patreon? You're making Mickey sad. The Earless must